All right, so we're gonna do just like a pre-quiz before the quiz, and you don't have to write anything down. You can just type it in the calculator, and then we'll check it to see if you're right or not. So this is just a very similar version, or questions are very similar to what you're going to actually see on the quiz. So number 1 says that Jake randomly selects a letter from the word probability. What is the probability? He selects a vowel. So I'm going to zoom in. We're looking for a vowel. This isn't super easy to do without writing anything down. So in your calculator, just type the fraction that you think would be the answer. Unless you want to write it down, but all right, and I do want to make sure that everybody remembers how to type fractions in the calculator. That will definitely be helpful on your quiz today. So what do you do to get the little fraction? Yeah. Alpha, y equals, and then the very first choice, number 1, is it. So you hit enter, and there it is. All right, so what did you guys put on the numerator for probability? The denominator is going to be 11. There's 11 letters in probability. It's okay. And then how many vowels? 4. So the probability of a vowel is going to be 4/11. Now, the question on your quiz is a different word, and it's not vowel. So just make sure you read the question on your quiz. Same process, but it is definitely a different question. And it's also on the multiple choice part of the quiz, and those fractions will need to be in simplified form, which this is simplified. All right, let's look at another one. This is that same pet store from the review, but the question is asking for something different. So a pet store has 45 parakeets, 21 are blue, 9 are male, and 12 female of the blue. 24 are green. Of those 24, 14 are males and 10 are females. And we want to know the probability that a randomly chosen parakeet is blue or female. So you guys type in your calculator what you think you would do, and then we'll talk about what you would do. So what does OR tell you to do with probability? Add. Very good. So we're definitely going to add some probabilities. Are we also going to have to subtract on this one? Yes. So because you can pick a parakeet that is blue and female, we're going to have to subtract that. So what should go in all the denominators? 45. All these 45s. All right. So this first fraction, we'll look at the blue parakeets. So it looks like there's 21 of those. All right. The second fraction, we're going to look at the female parakeets. How many of those are there? 22. And then what we subtract are the ones that are blue and female, because they were counted with the blue and they were counted with the female. So how many? There's 12. Good. All right. That's what you would type in. And then when you hit enter, hopefully you got 31 over 45. Yep. This one is also going to be on the multiple choice part. It won't be this question. I'm pretty sure it's kittens on the quiz and not parakeets, but same idea. Okay, now we have the pizza box, same pizza box from the review yesterday. The questions are different though. So we have 3 cheese, 7 pepperoni, 5 supreme. Mark is going to choose a slice, eat it, and then choose another slice. How many slices is he choosing? 2, which is multiple items. What do you do with multiple items? Multiply. So we're definitely multiplying some probabilities here. So either do it in your head or type in your calculator what you think you would do. All right. So to get a cheese, there's 3 cheese out of a total of 15 slices. He eats it. Now he wants a pepperoni. How many pepperonis? 7 out of how many slices? Good job. 14, because he ate one, there's one less slice. Right? And then we would want the calculator to simplify it down. It should be 1/10. All good? All right, try to do this one. Same situation. I just reprinted it or recopied it. But this time I want 2 supreme. Okay, so there's 5 supreme out of 15, and then he eats that. So there's 1 less supreme and 1 less total slice. So it should be 2 21st. All right. So all those 4 will be questions similar that are multiple choice. And then the last 2 are going to not be multiple choice. And on those, you can just write the fraction. You don't have to put it in the calculator, reduce it. If you do, it's fine. I'll still count it right if it reduces right. But there's no need to. So just write the fraction. No. All right. So you'll have a table. It's not Android, Apple. I can't remember what it's on a roll or something. I don't remember. But anyway, so you guys do this. Do A. I want you to do it without me explaining, and then I'll talk about it. All right, so who do we care about this time? The male. So we know this person is a male. So we want the probability of an Android user given that it is a male. So how many males are there? Good, 64. And we only care about them right now. We're not looking at the females at all. So what would you put on the numerator? 34. Because there's 34 Android users in that column. And then just leave it like that. If you reduce it, it's okay. It won't be wrong, but there's no reason to just leave it. All right, try this one. All right, so this time we know for sure they're Apple users, so we only care about the Apple users, not the Android users at all. So out of those, or how many of them are there? 72 total Apple users, and then just out of them, how many are female? 42. All right, so that's pretty much what your quiz is going to be. Just make sure you read it because every situation is different, but the same processes are done. Do you have any last minute questions? Okay. So you guys can pick a song if you want to listen to a song on your while you're taking the quiz, and then afterwards you can just work on that word search. Make sure you put your phones away.